Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome again to another episode of Daybreak Live. My name's Krissi. I'm with Positively Osceola, and today I have the pleasure of hanging out with two very cool people from Huntington Learning Center. We have Wey Wey Wong, who's the Executive Director of Huntington Learning Center, and then also we have Morea, the Managing Director of Huntington Learning Center. So we're going to chat a little bit about their open enrollment, some other things that they have going on. So if you want to know anything about Huntington Learning Center and what they have and what they're offering for our wonderful community, then stick around. We're going to make it official, get the video going, and then I'll introduce you to Will and Wey Wey. Here we go. All right. Good morning to both of you and everyone who's watching. Welcome to another episode of Daybreak Live. My name is Krissi. I'm with Positively Osceola. And as I said before, we are joined with two very important people from Huntington Learning Center. We have the Executive Director, Wey Wey Wong, and the Managing Director, Will Morea. So good morning to both of you. How are y'all doing today?
Good morning, Krissi. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Will, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, Krissi. How are you?
Good. Hey, and if you have any interruptions with students and stuff, you can just let me know and we can pause or whatever you need to do. I know y'all are very busy, so don't worry about it. If it happens, it happens. We have Greta saying good morning. Hey, Greta, thanks so much for watching. If y'all have any questions or comments, you can always pop them in there. I think they would be more than happy to answer them for you. And we're just going to kind of talk about their open enrollment and what's going on. So Wey, let's hear a little bit about what y'all are wanting to share and what's going on with your open enrollment. I'd love to hear.
Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, everybody. Again, we are here to share the good news of Huntington Learning Center. Not only can supply the community with supplemental education, our private school sector is now ready to open enroll students. We've been trying this concept for a few months now, and we are ready with our expansion on our real estate. We will be expanding our square footage by twice the amount of space, and our curriculums is growing really strong. And student at our private school sector would not only just be doing full-time, part-time remedial supplementary education, they will get a full-time school program since we are established, Department of Education, school of choice, private school. Yeah, I guess whichever directions that your brochures on the screen. It's listed. Thank you for putting that up for everybody to see.
Okay, so Success Preparatory Academy, or SPA, this is brand new?
Yeah, it's a new concept, but basically it's an extension of what we do at Huntington Learning Center. The focus on a one-on-one personalized education is taking up to 10 times, not just level. We wanted to have a personalized education for every student here so that they can excel in their own pace. And this is not just, a tailor-made education, if you will, but also it's a STEAM focus program where we have specialties in electives in STEM subjects like coding, engineering, elementary ecology, all the way through high school, arts and fine arts and music. So all that's are also the focus of student who excels in those areas will have the opportunity to take it as far as their, God-given potential and talents.
Wow. Okay. So I feel like that is going to be an amazing opportunity because isn't that mostly what parents want? They're worried that their kid isn't getting enough focus, or they're worried that they don't have enough attention, or that is so cool. And did you specifically come up with this? Like, how did this all start?
Yeah, very good question. I mean, everybody asked me that. How did you even have the inspiration to start something like that when Huntington is growing strong, helping student in the community with their supplemental education, I often share just 100% honesty and transparency. Is that, like you said, as a parent, I've been longing for this kind of program all my life.
Yep.
In this country, we don't have this practice because of the economy of scale. It's hard to have a school that is small, that you have a lot of one-on-one attention, because you will have thousands of teachers for thousands of students, right? It's not scalable. But a lot of countries in the European, Eastern and Western European and Asian country, they are taking this model by building more smaller schools. It's sort of like the hybrid of technology meets your traditional Montessori approach, right? So I wanted to start this concept with my own children, and fair enough that we have more parents asking, can this be made into a public domain, be accessible for all parents? And it takes, obviously the quick answer is yes, but then you will have a lot of resource commitment, your dedication. You need to do a lot of research to find out how to grow this successfully with a larger pool of students. So after a lot of efforts with Mr. Will by my side and the team of great teachers, we finally feel like, Krissi, we have the right, teaching, staffing, resources to support the kind of platform that we're using for our students.
That is fantastic. And the fact that you have it STEAM focused is so relevant these days. And I think that it makes the most sense to me to have students studying things that are interesting, that are in the arts, that are, it's just, I feel like they focus so much on being a firefighter or a doctor, when really there's a lot more that goes into technology in general. And I think that that's wonderful that you're focusing on that.
Great. Yeah. And Mr. Wu, I don't know if you wanted to share a little bit about your viewpoint and your vision for the school. I don't mean to take all the thunder away from you.
Yeah, Will, go ahead and unmute yourself and tell us a little bit about what you want people to know about the new Success Preparatory Academy.
Yeah, for sure. Of course. It's been a very, in my opinion, humbling experience, because when we first started this back in, last August, it was a very, small environment, kind of like by invitation only, for about originally 6 students, including Miss Wey Wey's 2 kids. And we had eventually let 2 kids go back in October due to behavioral issues and concerns. And in the interim, we had to worry about, trying to find that right teaching staff to help us fulfill our vision, because, around, near the end of last year, it came down to the fact that the teachers we had on staff were just, kind of sitting around, and they weren't even, doing what they needed to do as far as lesson planning and moving forward, to the point where, between myself and Miss Wey Wey, we've had to really do a lot back there for us to make sure these kids do get that proper individualized attention and education. We didn't want them to feel like that they were just going to be, given handouts, by, teachers sitting next to them. We really wanted people who could be proactive and eager to learn and ready to dive right in. And, I think that we're finally, as we eventually open next door properly at Unit A1, we have the right teachers on staff, and we're really excited to expand and open this new horizon for a lot of people in this county, for whom STEAM education is not just what you get from coming out of a spa, right? Part of the fun. It's meant to be a way to be competitive, as well as a way to really make a difference, feeling like there are many avenues. As you said, it doesn't have to be a firefighter or a doctor. You can be, someone who works, healthcare. You can be someone who works IT. You can be somebody that, even if they end up just being someone who's mathematically inclined, maybe just even going back into teaching and teaching the next generation. It doesn't have to be all these lucrative professions that it felt like people in my generation were always told, if you are not this, then you are not good enough. Well, that's not true either. Everybody can fulfill their best potential. And hopefully this approach will really show a lot of parents out there that there is hope for their son or daughter's future if they feel like a proper school setting is not right for them.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I think that that's really important. And how has the interest been so far? How what does it feel like parents are they interested? Are people like diving right in? Like how's it looking?
Yeah, that's a very good question. We've been trying to scale back, like Mr. Will said, because my vision is to do it right. It's not to grow for any kind of monetary reason, right? We want to produce these generational graduates to be able to, get all the resources that they have available at their arm's length, like the Bright Future for the Bright Future Scholarship, to be able to exceed their maximum score for ACT and SAT when it comes to college entrant age. So we wanted to do it right. So we've been very conservative in terms of our enrollment. Student will eventually have to pass an academic evaluation so that we know how to properly personalize their education. So there is an entrance exam. As far as interest, there's tremendous interest out there. But Krissi, we've been very selective of our student, like Mr. Wu alluded to. We wanted to embrace a very positive, just like Postively Osceola. We want all people to be thinking in that positive vibes, right? We don't want any kind of ill cultures or any kind of bullying or any of those, typically you will find in a growing pain of a school. So for that, perspective, we have not been adding a lot of students for, intended purpose of doing it right. But once we're ready, we go on the news to talk to you and the community about open enrollment. It's the doors open. We're welcome to all the students because we have vetted every vessel of our curriculum. Like Mr. Will said, it is not your traditional classroom. You will get a lot more hands-on one-on-one, and we do remedial recovery for students who are lacking foundational skill on certain major subjects like core reading and core math. So they will be doing part of the 50% of their day learning grade level subject stuff to get their brain going, right? To get their cognitive development on all the subjects like science and social study on their electives and reading and math. But they also have a chance to do remedial, which you typically do not get that from a public school or charter school, or we look around, not many private schools able to do that either. We're on energy friendly lighting. So there's a lot of research based projects. We're also applying for a lot of grants and funds from the state for the development in STEM programs, so that there's a lot of opportunity to compete in robotic projects, arts and craft projects, or musical program where our student can be affiliated with a larger university opportunity where they have youth program like Juilliard. If they have a summer program in music and piano, and our students have those elective, they will have opportunity to pursue those kind of advancements.
Dang, that is so neat. I feel like this is the most exciting thing ever because you took the idea, you planted it, and now it's just blooming and it's becoming a really important part of our community.
That's we feel that kind of excitement, and we just, so appreciate of you feeling that and resonating that with us. It is a new concept. I think everybody who first hear it would just love the idea. And we just don't want to be just having the idea, right? The ideology is great, but we want to be having good execution. That's why it's a long time coming, but I think the community is ready for a school of such, and we believe we have a strong team to support them.
Yes. So speaking of team, it looks like y'all are hiring for teachers. Will, can you tell us a little bit about how the hiring process is going, or what people can look for, or even what y'all are looking for in teachers?
Yeah, for sure. So of course, obviously, we're always looking for great teachers, qualified teachers in the immediate St. Cloud, Kissimmee region, and even those who maybe live a little further out, going towards Point Siena or possibly, like the southern edge of Orlando. These are all, elements we're looking for in great teachers. Do you have, bachelor's degree? Do you have prior teaching experience? Do you have the passion to give every student the best education possible? We're really looking for individuals who can provide us with availability weekday afternoons and evenings, as well as Saturday mornings, early afternoons, because trying to fulfill our mission statement of to give every student the best education possible, it really does depend ultimately on having the right teachers on the team, right? We just don't want people who are just going to, follow a program and then just kind of do enough to get by. We want those who are going to make an impact, get these students to realize that, just because you might have tested at this level does not mean that you are there for good.
Right.
There is a way to get you caught up. There's a way to get you at times even ahead of the game. But it's really just a matter that we're always looking for people. They could be, qualified to work with K through 5 students. Maybe their, preference is 6 through 12. If they're, very smart enough in certain subjects like math or ELA or science, they can do subject tutoring as well as the exam prep side of the business. We're always interested in individuals who have tested well enough on exam prep in the past, who can work with these high schoolers to help them fulfill their own ambitions, be it getting a Florida Bright Future scholarship, or maybe being competitive enough to get into a place like UCF, USF, University of Florida, all those places. So we're always trying to look out for who can fit us well, because the way I explained it in a past teacher meeting a while back is that the more teachers we have, the stronger the team we can build, because it means we have more background, more perspectives, people who are better fits for some students more than others. And we have a better team, we deliver better results. And that means the students are achieving their goals. They are making progress. They are not just here to kick tires for 2 hours and then leave not feeling like they've learned anything. So we're always on the lookout. This is not to say that we don't appreciate our current teachers. That is absolutely far from truth. We love each and every one of them for what they bring to the table. But if there is any way, shape, or form that we can, prove to this community that we're not just, a small little hole in the wall business, that we are here to stay and make a difference, and finding those individuals who see our vision, I think is worth its weight in gold for us to always put a listing like this out in the open, be it through Facebook, be it through Indeed, sometimes even just word of mouth. We'll get people say, I saw that you were hiring. I'd like to know more information. So we're always welcome and open to people who have shown that they can and will make a difference for all the kids who walk through these doors.
What a cool opportunity for teachers, especially in nowadays. I feel like a lot of them are burned out because they're doing online, they're doing in person, or they're doing both at the same time with students in their classroom, but having to do it online as well. So this is such a cool opportunity for them to have a different environment and really make a difference in the community. Wey Wey, is there anything else that you want our viewers to know about your open enrollment or about any of the programs that you have going on?
Yeah, just to your point, last point that you made, it's so important that these teachers feel like sometimes they are in a classroom of 1 to 25, 20, 30 students. They don't have that individualized attention that they can really offer them to really raise them up to the grade level. So they often refer them to come to us, and some of them just ended up teaching here after school so that they can make that one-on-one impact of their own students or other students of the same grade in the community. That's just to tell you how passionate that we have these teachers in our community, right? So kudos to all of them for all that they do for our students. And we do have a lot of them that are here teaching in the afternoon hours, impacting more students because they have that satisfaction and gratitude, seeing them improve, seeing them getting the best education here, like Mr. Will said. So again, we're very thankful to all the teacher servants here in the community. Now, going back to our open enrollment program, this is an effort that we're here to serve the community. We're not looking to expand, to a huge school overnight. We're hoping to really generate that result where we make a difference in a customized, personalized program where other people can, take this and into larger scale. Hopefully, there will be more school like this in the future.
Well, you're paving the way, and I think that that's the beginning of a very beautiful thing. So thank you for being so positive and starting such a cool experience, and I don't know, just the most generalized and important thing for our future.
Thank you. Thank you for seeing our vision.
I think that's so awesome.
And that's why I'm out on the front lobby.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so y'all heard it here. If you have any interest in checking out SPA, Success Preparatory Academy, you can visit successpreparatoryaacademy.com. Wey Wey and Will have lots of information, so please check out their website, email them, ask questions, comment on this video, share it with everyone, spread the word, because we need to know, or we want the community to know that this is happening and it is important. So thank you both so much for joining us this morning. This has been awesome. I can't wait to see you grow and everything that's happening with your new business. This is fantastic.
Thank you so much, Krissi, and your entire team.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll talk to you all again soon, and have a great rest of your day. Bye, everybody.
All right,
Thank you.
everybody.
All right.
Take care.